Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another battle report from Grimdark Legends. Today we have the third part, I suppose, the third part of the Orcs versus the Tears of Baal. And if you guys remember from the previous two parts, and if you haven't seen them, I'll pop them up in the screen up here above so you can see them, as this is a continuing narrative. If you've seen those last two, you know that the Orcs have done a number on the Tears, at least. Well, on the second part they did. The first part was more even, but now they have broken through an escaped Emerald Run, and they are up in the small shipyard area on the moon orbiting the planet. They somehow took off with an old, decrepit ship that they repaired in their orcish manner, and the Tears of Baal have, of course, followed them. And they are going to try to stop this Waaagh from escaping Emerald Run and stamp out this Xeno stain here and now. So this is the battle grid for today. This is the interior of parts of the shipyard, an important part, controlling the large clamps that are holding the warp-capable vessels in place that the Orcs are trying to steal. Because as you can see over here, their ship, or at least a piece of it, that has come in is now out of commission. It was only meant to get them to the moon. It was never meant to get them out of the system. So there are a few things here to note. This is going to be a custom mission. We are playing, of course, 40k 9th edition rules. However, at the time of the filming, the Tears of Baal, which are a Blood Angels Successor chapter, they do not have their supplement yet. So I'm just going to be using the old stratagems, going to be using the Blood of Baal book, and we're also using the current points and the current stats. So for instance, Vanguard Veterans, Death Company, they have 2 wounds and whatnot, and the new weapon stats and whatnot from the regular Space Marine Codex. So that's what we've got here today. There are a few rules that you need to know before we get to the armies themselves and deployment. So these stairs right here, these Mechanicus stairs, or these things right here, they are enclosed tunnels. So even though there's space underneath down here, the models will not be able to move underneath them. They're going to be considered solid. And also, the models that move through have to use the stairs to get up and down, because as I said, these are kind of enclosed up and down. Also, you can't fly in and out of them. You can't jump down from here to here, so to speak. You got to use the stairs. They are tunnels. These power generators right here, this is the Orcs deployment zone, and as you can see, it's locked in right now, except for these tunnels. These power generators are destructible. Both of these right here have the stats of a rhino, and this large one has the stats of 2 rhinos. So that would be toughness 7, 10 wounds for these guys, 3 up armor save, and then same but 20 wounds for this one. And when they explode, they do mortal wounds, as we may or may not see depending on what the Orcs bring, and if they decide to use that strategy. Now, also there are doors. There are several doors here. These doors can be opened without any time. Units can just move through them unless they've been locked down by the Space Marines. The Orcs can't lock them down, but if they are locked down, then they also have to be destroyed. So what else do we have here? The objectives. So there are 5 terminals spread out through here. There are 2 in here, 1 right here, and 1 right here. There's another down here in the corner in the cafeteria, as you can see. I'm loving that scatter terrain. I like how it looks. Another one down in this corner, and then the final one over here. So those are 5 terminals controlling the docking clamps, holding the warp-capable vessels or vessel in place that the Orcs are trying to steal. So the Orcs in this game, they're going to have 3 Gruts, which are going to be considered characters, and they are going to be given some kind of Orcish technology by the Big Mech. And the Orcs need to get to at least 3 of those terminals and perform an action on them in order to release the clamps. So the way I'm thinking about it is the mech boy came up with some kind of Orcish virus or something. And the reason for that is because their ship was pretty ramshackle, even for Orcs. And they knew that if they tried to shoot the clamps off and hung around in space for too long, the Echo of Blood, the Tears of Baal battle barge, which is in orbit, would just blow them out of the sky. It wouldn't even be a battle. And so they are taking the cunning but brutal, or the brutal but cunning. I don't know. They're taking that route here, and so that's what we've got today. So that is the objective. The Space Marines are going to be deploying down here in the cafeteria, and they are going to be trying to stop the Orcs from turning these on. The stakes for this mission... Oh, by the way, it's not just the Gruts. The Big Mech himself can also use these terminals as an action. So the stakes for this mission have not been determined exactly yet. However, I do believe that as we move on for the 3 missions that are going to be in Part 3, the Orcs, if they fail in any of their missions, then they're just going to have to try to attempt to do it again in the next mission, but a different way. So it's kind of like if they perform their missions, then they only have one thing to focus on. But if they continue to fail, then they're going to have to spread their forces thinner and thinner in order to try and escape. And the Space Marines may be able to overwhelm them. So I know this is kind of a long introduction, but this is a custom mission, very narrative, and I think it needed a little bit of explanation. One thing, I do have my Death Company in my list, which you'll see very soon. They have jump packs. They're glued on, and so I'm bringing jump packs, but there will be no deep striking in this mission. Teleporting will be allowed for the Orcs, and also there is no jumping over walls. These are considered to go to the ceiling. The only things that can be jumped over are, terrain within rooms like these. Those can be jumped over. Same with the tunnels. They're, as I said, probably 3 or 4 times already, they are enclosed, so there's no jumping in and out of them. I believe those are all the rules for now. We'll go over anything else we need to during the game. We'll be back with the armies. Here we have 1,250 points of Tears of Baal, Blood Angel Successor Chapter. So we'll just roll right through this. We have Anoman right here. He is the company captain, and he's, of course, as you can see, a captain in Gravis armor. He has his power sword and his bolt storm fist weapon gun that he has right there. And he has the warlord trait speed of the Primarch, and he has the relic adamantine mantle. So 7 wounds, toughness 5, 5 up, feel no pain, 4 vulnerable save. He is a load to handle. And then we have a chaplain right here with a jump pack, an Infernus pistol, and his Crozius. And I paid for Lamartis because this is Keldorn. He is the head chaplain of this company, and so I paid the points for Lamartis, and he's going to have those similar qualities, but is Anoman, the Witness of the Angel, and Keldorn the Guardian here to lead the tiers today. So for troops, we went pretty simple. We got 2 5-man squads of intercessors. This is a battalion, by the way. 2 5-man squads of intercessors. The sergeants both have power swords. I'm glad that power swords are +1 strength now. It makes me look a little bit less of a fool for modeling them a long time ago with power swords on them. I really like the way they look with, if you can see, they're kind of on their backs and ready to be drawn. And the intercessors are armed with assault bolt rifles. I believe that's what they're called. It's the Assault 3 version. The auto bolt rifles. And then the auxiliary grenade launchers. And then we have 2 squads of infiltrators. I paid the extra points for the Helix Gauntlet, the Helix Infiltrator. And so in both squads, the sergeants are the ones without helmets, and the ones to their right you can see that are doing something. This guy's looking at his gauntlet, and then this guy right here is throwing a smoke grenade. Those are the Helix models. Okay, after that we have 5 Death Company Marines with their jump packs, as mentioned earlier. 4 of them have Bolt Pistol Chainsword, and 1 of them has Bolt Pistol Thunderhammer. For some reason, the 5 Death Company I have now with Bolt Pistol Power Fist are now illegal. In the future, when I use them, I'm just going to ignore that. I'll pay the points for Power Fist, but these are narrative games. I don't really care. Hopefully that gets fixed in the supplement, but I kind of doubt it. I don't know why they took that away, but such is life. We'll just play. Over here we have a 5-man Vanguard veteran squad. No jump packs this time. I've never run them without their jump packs. This will be interesting. We have 2 with lightning claws. The sergeant has a power axe and storm shield, and then 2 power swords and storm shields. I'm I really like the fact that they get a 2-up armor save now. 2 wounds on both of these units. I don't know, Vanguard Veterans and Death Company with 2 wounds are scary. And the 2-up, 4-up with those Storm Shields is, I don't know, they're going to do some work. I just feel it. They have to. And then we have 6 Aggressors. So I still like Aggressors, even though they've been nerfed pretty hard in 9th edition, losing their ability to advance and shoot without penalty, and then also fire twice. The firing twice was a little out of control. Advancing and shooting without penalty, I didn't see that as game breaking, but we're dealing with that right now. So that's the army. Oh, and by the way, that is 1 6-man squad. That is not 2 3-man squads. I mentioned the Warlord trait, mentioned the Relic. They're Blood Angels, Red Thirst, Angels of Death. We got all the normal stuff. It's fantastic. We'll be back with the Orc army next. Quick addendum here, guys. I was just checking through the FAQ, the Blood Angels Index, and I was wrong about the Death Company right here only being able to take the Chainsword and Thunderhammer. I don't know why it's that way in Battlescribe, but according to the index, they can still take all their weapons, so that's awesome. I'm glad that that is the case and was not changed. The other thing I forgot was that Keldorn here, being played again as Lamartis, I forgot to say his litanies. So he has, of course, the Litany of Hate, which is reroll all failed hits in the fight phase. I should have to check if it's failed or all. I don't remember off the top of my head. Then he also has the Mantra of Strength, which adds 1 to his strength, attacks, and damage for one of his melee weapons. That'll, of course, be his Crozius, if that goes off. And then he also has Canticle of Hate, which adds an additional +1 to charge rolls on top of the Red Thirst. So they will get +2 to charge. Now, one other thing about Guardian Keldorn's rules here is he has a special rule called Guardian of the Lost, which basically means his litanies can only affect units and models with the Death Company keyword. So, and he can he can recite 2 litanies per command phase. So that is pretty awesome. Just wanted to throw that in there real quick. We will be back with the Orcs next. I will not promise, but we probably will be. All right, guys, here we have 1,250 points of Orcs, and we are definitely Death Skulls today. Infantry heavy detachment here. Warboss, walk us through this.
Okay, so we're back again. Grut is the same as, Grut is the same as always. The Killer Claw rerolls all failed hits, all failed wounds. It's like the biggest boss ability, so +1 strength, or +1 wounds, +1 attacks, and 4 weapon bolt. Attacks Greg. You guys know Greg at this point. Weirdboy Greg is back. He's still taking the jump and pissed Orc. And we now have Big Mac with shock attack. And he's going to have 3 little grunt helpers who's sitting there behind the pain blade.
Yep, it's what I was talking to you guys about earlier. These are the 3 Grut characters that we have here that have the, we'll call them the Orcish thumb drives. They're going to hack the Imperial mainframe with to unload the ship. So yeah, here's the Big Mech. New model, new unit that we have here. So excited to get him on the table.
Oh crap. Awesome.
That's right. I'm ready. I just wish we had new model syndrome over here for Grut. So anyway, moving on from that swiftly.
So, okay, 2 squads of 15 boys with boss knobs, power claws. Alright. Ludas. You've seen those before. Squad of 10 and Gretchen. Mega knobs, same as last time. Knobs, same as last time. 5-man squad of Storm Boys. And of course, the Death Dread is here this time. And as we all know, he's stuck in the teleporter in a horrible, horrible loop of murder, death, or blood. Not necessarily in that order, but all of them, all inclusive.
Fair enough. Okay, just for anyone who's new here for this video, these Mega Knobs and Knobs, what are they armed with here?
Oh yeah, so they're WYSIWYG. So Mega Knobs are armed with kill saws, and the Knobs are WYSIWYG.
Okay, fantastic. So they got various saws and claws, and one of them has the rocket, I think, over there in the back. All right, cool.
And then finally a truck. We don't know why the truck is here, but the truck is here.
Is this the one that's stuck in reverse?
No, that's what he had a wrecking ball on him, I guess. I mean, we'll see. But you never know how Orky technology is going to work.
That's true. I don't think it's the one that's permanently stuck in reverse, but that's okay. We can determine that and figure it out before we start. So That is about 1,250 points of Orcs. They're a little bit below that. That's okay. And we will be back with deployment next. We are finished deploying, and the Tears of Baal are down here in this corner in the cafeteria. They got some, I like these little plants and stuff that you know, I don't know if the Imperial Governor or who set this up, maybe the foreman of this shipyard area, but there are nice things in the Imperium, right? Right? Dirty yellow tables, retro refrigerator from the Dark Age of technology, like the actual Dark Age. The Dark Ages, not the Dark Age of technology. Moving on swiftly. We have an infiltrator squad down here along with the Vanguard veterans ready to open this door and move into this room and try to secure that area from Orc teleportation and other shenanigans. We have a whole mob of Marines right here running up to this door, gonna move in, take this central area, and down in here where, if you guys recall from earlier, there are 2 objectives. Both of these terminals are objectives. And just as a refresher, there's also one down here in the cafeteria. There is one over here, and the final one is right down here. So that's what we've got. And the infiltrators are right here in the center. I forgot to mention before, they have the Omni Scramblers, so they have a 12-inch deep strike denial, which is actually a pretty big deal. You might be wondering, if you know the rules for the infiltrators, why did I not use their concealed positions ability? And for this mission, you know, I was talking about it with the Warboss. Narratively, we thought that it was pretty cheap for me to conceal position. For instance, right in the middle of that room, right in the middle of this room, and then pile my guys up here, maybe set someone back here, and then I could basically deny teleportation or anything like that on most of the objectives and then move in here to the center. We thought it would be pretty cheap. And plus the story for this is they arrived kind of at the same time. They both busted down the walls and doors over, well, we know what the Orcs did down there, but we thought they arrived at the same time and it just didn't make any sense. So that is why I did not use concealed positions. However, they do have their Omni Scramblers, which may play a huge factor in this game. We'll find out. And down here is basically the rest of my units. We've got the Death Company. We've got 2 5-man intercessor squads. We've got Witness Anomen. We've got Guardian Keldorn, and then the 6 aggressors. Over to the Orcs, we have the truck. We have some Gretchen. We have some Mega Knobs. We have a couple squads of Boyz. We've got the Knobs. We've got the characters, the 3 Grut characters, especially right here with the Orcish thumb drives and the Storm Boys. So, Warboss, can you take us through this deployment and what Grut may or may not have tried to do?
Right. So, again, it's kind of awkward. There's a truck on a space station, but the Orcs, we don't care about that. Otherwise, there was an attempt of some semblance of order. There were nice orderly lines, but as you can imagine, Orcs didn't last very long. So despite the beating is continuing, morale only improved slightly, and so now we have blobs instead of lines.
That makes sense to me, actually. Excellent. So, yeah, we have these guys right here. You can see they're getting ready to go up into the tunnels, as mentioned before. And, oh, one thing I did not mention, these doors. So there's 5 or 6 doors here that you guys can see. And if one of the Space Marine units takes an action during a turn, as per the 9th edition rules, to lock down one of those doors, that will be done and the door will not open. The Orcs will have to break it down. The doors have toughness 5, 3-up armor save, and 5 wounds is what we decided. And these generators, I think I mentioned that they had a 6-inch radius and then certain mortal wounds. We decided that 3-inch radius and D3 mortal wounds if these get destroyed, and D3 plus 1 in 3 inches for this larger one was a little more reasonable than what we'd originally come up with. So that's what we've got. There's a lot of little things going on in this map. We had a discussion while we were deploying, like how interesting this map is, because deep striking aside from teleportation is not allowed. There's no jumping over walls, moving over the terrain as usual for units, and there's really only one vehicle over here, this truck with the loot is in it. And so you're almost committed depending on which way you go. It's in 5 turns, you know, an infantry unit, unless they get some really swift advance rolls, are not going to be able to redeploy to different parts of the map very easily. The Orcs do have to jump, which is a big deal. So the Marines have to be, I don't know, I deployed already, so we'll see what happens. I do have a little bit of mobility with the Death Company and their jump packs, but less than normal as discussed because they have to go around corners instead of over things. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting. I'm not sure, I've never run a mission like this before, so I'm curious if you have an idea of how you would have set this up or interesting things that you see in this mission. Put them down in the comments. All right, without further ado, you ready to roll to see who goes first?
Yep.
I think this is important. We'll do it over here in this room. White die is Tears.
Oh, crap.
Welcome to the Grimdark. I am going to go first. Absolutely. We'll be back with Tears of Baal turn 1 next. It is the end of the Tears of Baal movement phase, and the highlights were some big advance rolls. In fact, I think I got at least 4 or better on everything except for my Infiltrators over here. So they got a 1, so +1 for Red Thirst, and they have moved into this room with the Vanguard veterans, trying to shut down this room over here from teleporting. These guys have stayed put, using their Omni Scramblers to basically make this room secure from teleportation. And then we just advanced, and like I said, got pretty hot rolls for everybody. The big one was the aggressors. I rolled a 5 on them, so they moved 11 inches, and they got into this room right here. Got that door open. The Death Company have advanced and moved into the center of the room, ready to take on the first Orcs that come through. And everybody else just moved up behind. So this was a pretty big deal, these advance rolls. The Tears of Baal were able to take the center right here, and the Orcs are going to have to do some serious moving and shuffling to catch up, and to jump and various teleportation may have to come into play. So this is going to be really interesting. We'll see what the Orcs do. This, I don't know. It's the Orcs. We'll see what happens after their movement phase next. We're here at the end of the Orcs movement phase, and Warboss, take us through the strategy, if such a word can be used for Orc plans.
So in physics,
I'm turning the camera off.
current is you can imagine is how much is moving through a pipe, right? Well, when there's a lot of boys moving through a lot of pipe, there's a lot of resistance. So they did what they could, but now they're trying to get in there, and it's not working. They got decent advance rolls, but nothing spectacular.
They provide their own resistance. Yeah. All right.
So there wasn't much movement overall. There's blob going this way, blob going this way, and I guess we'll just roll straight to the psychic phase.
Okay.
Is into jumps.
What are we to jumping?
A data stick attached to a rock.
Okay, so let's talk about. Well, let's roll first, and then we'll talk about where we're going, because I think this is the right move for the Orcs, but you guys can be the judge.
It
So
is a work charge value of 7, and there are 3. Well, there's more than 30 boys in it, so he gets +3.
woo! All right, so he needs a 4. That's a 9 + 3 is 12. I believe that's a perils. Do we want to re-roll? No, we're gonna call it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you got the pain boy right there too, so you have a feel no pain, and he can heal him. So that's probably definitely
we'll
take that.
This guy, and then we'll come back. Or I can just go ahead and roll.
Yeah, roll the D3.
Oh.
Ooh, the big 3. Okay, 6 up, feel no pain from the pain boy.
Yep.
Is the pain boy? Oh yeah, he's within 3.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Welcome to the Grimdark. All right, only takes 2. All right, so grab your
My
Grut.
little data stick carrier.
Yep,
It's this one and this one, right?
that's correct. Got to place him right there. Yep, so we measured, and this is outside of 9 inches from the aggressors, and the Grut's job, I almost said the Gruts, the Grut's job is to put the data stick in the right hole. That's his job for right now. He's been trained expertly by the mech boy, and as long as he stays there for the rest of the turn, doesn't shoot, doesn't charge, probably a smart move, that will be the Orcs, and the docking clamp will be released. So I think that's definitely the right move, because next turn that room is going to be swarming with Astartes, and there will be no dejumping in that room from turn 2 on. So the Orcs have stolen that right there. This room is going to be interesting because I already have the Omni Scramblers there. This room's a long way away on lockdown, and over here is an empty room, uncontested storage room. The boys are flying towards. So yeah, dejump is going to be a huge asset for the Orcs here, and I think that's it, right?
I'm just gonna cast this. I don't want to do that actually. I'm not going to stop. Wait, no, wait, we're gonna do it.
Oh wait, yeah, I was gonna say I thought that was part of the plan.
That's everybody else's plan, not Gregory's.
Oh.
It's a word charge value of 7, I believe.
We all know this is the wrong decision. Oh.
Fails.
Okay.
So that doesn't matter anymore.
Gork and Mork were like, nah, we need this Waaagh to get off the planet, guy. That's what's going on. Okay, excellent. Well, that is the Orcs' turn.
Oh wait, doesn't the painboy heal at the end of the movement phase?
Yeah, but psychic phase happens after the movement phase, so.
Oh, yeah. Okay, moving on.
It's all right. I'll edit that out. I won't edit that.
So
Okay.
Shooting phase.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot.
So we finally get to fire this thing.
Yep. Okay.
D6.
So this is the big mech.
Yes.
All right, and he's firing. Tell us about this gun. I know you love it.
Yes, it is D6 shots. Shock attack and D6 shots. I roll for the strength 2D6. On an 11 up, it does D3 mortal wounds against the target. I think it's AP minus 3, D6 damage.
Okay. Excellent. So let's see how many shots you get.
All right.
For 1 command point. Okay. Okay. That was fun. Gork and Mork have decided that they're done helping you for now. They saved the Pain Boy, and that was enough. Or they saved the Weirdboy Gregory, and that was enough. All right, so he gets 1 shot. Strength 4. That's Orcs. I have no pity.
Yeah, because now he still has to roll the hit. So
Yep.
strength 4, so he hits 5 up, and he hits. That's
And
a
you're
dagger.
targeting this right here.
Yes.
The power generator. Okay.
That's a dagger, which doesn't hit.
Okay.
And I can't re-roll that. Or can I? He's lucky.
He is lucky.
Well, let's see. Hey!
Ooh.
Hits.
All right, but that does not make another DACA.
I
So.
did reach for the dice too.
Yep. So two hits. Strength 4 versus toughness 7. So we're winning on 5s.
I'll re-roll because I'm lucky. And it hits.
Okay, that's a wound.
Minus 3.
Minus 3. Okay, so I have a 6-up armor save, and I fail it. And how much damage was that?
D6.
For 4. Okay, so this is down to 6 wounds. What's next?
We'll take just for giggles. We'll take a couple shots for this guy.
The truck itself?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Oh wait, I forgot the looters in there.
Yeah,
unload
there's 10
We'll do
looters.
the truck right quick.
Okay.
1 hit. Real quick. Lucky. Vehicles are good.
I think they do, but it's okay. You missed anyway.
Yeah.
We can check.
Uh,
Strength 5 versus toughness 7, right?
and then real quick is
Lucky.
That's so good.
That is 3-up save because you have no AP, right? All right,
Yep.
I make that save.
Okay. Now there's 10 looters plus 1 sergeant.
We will get the... Well, roll to see how many shots they get, then we'll get the dice.
Hey,
3 apiece. Okay, there it is. We'll get the dice and be right back. Okay, we've got 9 looters in the truck because the sergeant has the def gun. We'll do that in a minute. 27 shots.
Hitting on 5s.
Hitting on 5s. And we got a fair few DACAs in there.
Yeah. 1,
Whoa.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
9?
8. 9?
I count 9.
9.
I count 9.
And I'm about to pick up hits.
Yeah, don't do that.
4, 6, 7, 9.
All right, go ahead and roll them. Yeah, roll them over there. Then we'll pick up all the misses. Oh, that was really good. All right, I think this generator is dead.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll pick those out and then...
Are we rolling because I'm lucky?
Oh, right.
No.
Okay. And your strength is 6?
7.
7? Okay, so winning on 4s. So go ahead and grab those.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, that's a lot of hits for looters. I'm glad those weren't going into my aggressors. Or
I'm upset that
anything. Yeah.
All right, and then moving on.
Force. That looks pretty good. Yeah. And what's the AP on these?
1.
And flat 2 damage?
Yep.
What do we got?
That 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
All right, here's 10. I need 5s. It's dead. All right, so it explodes. This truck was strategically placed just outside of 3 inches, so there are no mortal wounds done within the 3-inch radius, and this is removed. And now the way into this room is open for the Orcs. Is that the end of the shooting phase? I do not believe you have any more targets, unless you want to shoot at either one of these to open up those areas.
I won't take forever, but I can throw a few shots. I'm trying to think of anything I hear that actually loads. There's a rocket in the knob squad, we'll do that.
Okay, we'll go ahead and shoot off camera. We'll let you guys know if anything crazy happens. The Tears of Baal have finished their turn 2 movement phase. We are, of course, in the tactical doctrine now. And starting over here, just moved the infiltrators forward, trailing one guy back to make sure there's no gaps back here in our deep strike coverage. And then we advanced the veterans, looking to move up into this tunnel perhaps and clog that up there, because with their 2-up saves and 4-up invulnerables with the storm shields, and only being able to fit 2 models side by side, so not many are going to be able to attack at once for the Orcs. It's going to be a problem possibly getting through those veterans, although of course the Orcs always have to jump up their sleeve, so anything could appear in that passageway at any time. The Death Company have simply moved up here along with Keldorn. They are mainly just providing deep strike denial and getting ready to respond wherever they are needed. These intercessors, I forgot to move them, so I think they're going to stay right there for now. We'll see. And these have advanced. They got a good advance roll, but not quite far enough to start locking down this door. And of course, Anoman has moved over here, and these infiltrators have stayed still. So the only real thing for me to do is get rid of that Grut, because the Orcs at the end of Warboss's turn, the action was completed, and I have removed the console, and it is now a trophy of the Orcs. One of the docking clamps, you can hear it, or the Tears of Baal heard it grind off the ship, and Anoman ordered them to redouble their efforts. So there's that going on. Oh, the shooting from last turn at the end with the rockets and whatnot, 4 wounds were taken off this generator. That was the only thing that happened. So now it's time to finish off this Grot. We're going to fire 6 shots at a time. 3 of the aggressors can see the poor Grot, so we'll just do it over here. If they hit and wound, he's dead because we're in tactical. And that is 4 hits. Your toughness 2, right?
Yep.
He's gone. He is misted. That is what happens. Okay, good. That would have been a disaster. If you guys saw mission 2 of part 2, you would know that killing Grots with Space Marines is not always a guarantee. If you have not seen that video, go check it out. It is ugly. If you like Space Marines, avoid it. Okay, that's the end of the turn. Very short again. This is how we were talking about it before the game. This is how we foresaw it. Not a lot going on in the first couple turns, and I think turns 4 and 5 especially are going to be furious. But for now, it will be Orcs turn 2 coming up next. The Orcs turn 2 movement phase is complete, and Warboss, take us through.
Okay, so like I said, we did this generator last time, so we tried to pull the wheel and ran all the way through. The Orcs are continuing their Mario through the tunnels. The Storm Boys thought it was a better idea to go this way because they can fly faster. And Grut has moved over here. So he realizes things aren't moving quick enough, and he's very ticked off, so he's going to go smash something in the thing of that generator.
We decided that since generators can be fought in melee, that means that they can also be charged. So that was the logic for that one. Excellent. Okay. We advanced these Grots right here because we want to try and get to here before the end of the game without dejumping them, because we have other things we want to use to jump for. Okay, excellent.
All right, let's move to the second phase. So we'll jump the Mega Nobs, and we'll try to jump over there. They get...
Any bonuses here? I think Gretchen count.
Yeah, they do actually. Remember that. Yeah,
Yep.
so they get +1.
+1? Okay. We need a 7. Command point.
Yeah, they actually do. They need to get over there. So yeah, command
Okay,
point.
command points need at least a 6. You got it. There's a 10. All right. Fantastic. We'll move them and come back. The Mega Knobs have jumped down here, 9 inches away from these intercessors. I'm sure they're going to try to charge through that door. We're treating the doors kind of like ruins, where all you got to do is hit a button or something, unless they're locked down. That's what these guys are trying to get there to do. So if they make their 9-inch charge, that is going to be a bad day for those intercessors. We have one more psychic power.
Yep, we're going to cast Fist of Rook on Grut.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so you need a 5. Got it. Okay. So he has +2 attacks, right?
And +2 strength.
So he's strength 12 now?
Yep.
Oh,
I just need 2 more, but it's not good.
it's hateful.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's, it's still toughness 7, so he's still winning on 3s, but it's still fun. The 2 extra attacks are a big deal, though.
And rerolling all films.
Got it, and hits, right? Because,
Yep.
yeah, so it's the same old Grut, same story. All right, you ready to charge? Or are we're gonna shoot, get some dice and shoot?
Yeah.
I knew you wanted to charge. I wanted to see the charge.
I mean, he may still need to charge. But
Okay.
If, say, like, I do blow it up and then you come in, he's still going to have those attacks.
Sure. Okay.
So, D6 shots from the...
Okay, so we're starting with the Big Mech, firing at the big generator?
Yep.
Okay.
5 shots this time and
Ooh.
not...
Okay. Good. 2d6 strength?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Getting excited there. Getting excited. 9? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Okay. Hitting on 5s and 6s, wounding on 3s. No DACAs, but 2 hits. You are lucky.
2 hits.
So that wasn't a DACA, was it?
No.
It was a 1. Okay. For some reason, I saw it through the tail fin of those guys. Don't worry. Continue.
Okay. And wounding on 3s.
Yep.
We're only one because I'm lucky.
Are you lucky?
I'm
No!
not.
Dirty. Command point on the other one?
No.
No? Okay, yeah, I mean, it's going to be handled over here one way or the other with Grut and those knobs.
I'll shoot a rocket at it.
All right, anything else?
No, rocket from the...
Okay, oh, that's right.
And
I didn't see that.
Stars a 4.
4?
And reroll because I'm lucky.
Miss.
Nope. Go ahead and blow that. Just...
Shooting at this one?
Yeah, with the loops.
With Ludus? No, remember we talked about the underneath units
that's
can't
right,
go
they're
underneath.
blocked.
Yep,
Okay,
they're
no.
blocked. So, yep, no line of sight there.
Okay, then honestly, that's it.
That's it?
Roll straight into the charge here.
Might as well. All right, so just you're an auto in.
Yeah, don't
Yep.
roll.
And then, so there's Grut. The knob's going in with him.
No.
No?
Stay.
They're going to stay out of range.
Yeah, but they're gonna take more wounds. Yeah,
He's not like Karn, where if you roll 1s, you hit your own units.
No, but only someone needs to take more wounds.
All right, fair enough. So 7 attacks,
Mhm.
hitting on 2s, you're rolling 1s. This is automatic. Okay.
Good.
And wounding on 3s as discussed. To reroll. Oh. He needed that.
Reroll. Still not great.
Wow. How many did you get overall?
Only 3.
3? Okay, AP minus 4.
Yep.
That's 12 damage. So this thing has 8 wounds remaining. That did not go as planned. He's kind of hoping for his knob brothers right now.
No.
All right.
They're looking at him like, we're just gonna back away, stay out of line of fire.
Oh, we were discussing off camera. We were thinking we saw these generators getting destroyed, the orcs going through the tunnels. I just like the image of the orcs pouring through every orifice of this shipyard. So I hope you guys like it as well. But it's looking pretty cool. They're spreading out. The Astartes are waiting for them, and the orcs are happy that the Astartes are waiting. All right. Charge.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could.
Yeah, we forgot about that. So, yeah, so the fight phase happened over there. No worries. I was not going to spend 2 command points to interrupt with the generator. So
9-inch charge.
9-inch charge, rerollable.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
you roll the dice.
That's true. All right, 3 up.
No!
There is not yet any combat. The combatants have not seen each other yet. Well, except for that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually a big deal. If those knobs had gotten through, I don't know, wouldn't have been game changing, but that would have been nice. That would have been nice for you. So, all right, we'll be back with the start of turn 3 next and the Tears of Baal movement phase. All right, the Tears of Baal movement phase is complete. These intercessors have gone the last couple inches here, and they're going to take the rest of the turn to lock that door down. Although the Orcs have quite a bit of firepower back here between the Ludas and the Mega Knobs. I don't think they'll have trouble getting through it, but at least they'll have to. And then these intercessors moved up a little bit. The aggressors and Animalmen are having a council of war right here in the center of the room, around it to make sure there's no deep striking. The Death Company have stayed put along with Guardian Keldorn. They can hear Grut beating down this generator, and they're just waiting for him. They probably would have already charged in trying to kill the generator themselves, except Keldorn is there keeping them in line. These guys have their job, as do these guys over here, the Infiltrators. And then I have advanced my Vanguard veterans up here So there's not a lot of surface area, so to speak, for them to be charged. There's a little more than I'd like with this landing. I rolled a really good advance, but I'm actually thinking maybe I should have kept them on the stairs. That might have been a mistake coming in all the way into the tunnel, but you know, I'll just have to learn. But the Orcs are going to be coming. There will definitely be a charge next turn, unless something insane happens. And we'll just have to see how 2-up armor saves and 4-up invuls are with those storm shields. So that's what we've got. The Tears are still waiting. I knew the first couple turns would be a little slow. I did not expect the third turn to be like that, but that will definitely not be the case in Orcs turn 3. And then, of course, after that, it's going to be pushing as fast and as hard as we can to get the final clamps unlocked. So that's it for the Tears. No Psychers, of course, and no enemies in sight. Well, enemies in sight right here, but there's advancing, and they don't have guns anyway. Vanguard vets don't need guns. We'll be back with the Orcs turn next. The Orcs turn 3 movement phase is complete, and once again, we have the Warboss to shepherd us through this plan. What do we got?
Okay, so main knobs are standing by to cause him mayhem on the other side of the door. Move the truck up, because the loser are going to unload on it.
I'm very nervous about this situation over here.
The boys are getting their cardio in, running through the tunnels. The Storm Boys just moved over here. This Grut got a nice advance roll at 5, and he ran his short little legs fast as he could, under the threat of serious pain or death. Didn't say which one's coming first.
Of course, yeah, of course. And with Gork and Mork, they probably come together at the same time in all orders. Although it was said off camera that the mech boy may or may not have threatened this Grut if he did not arrive here in time. That the mech boy may or may not tell Grut that it was that Grut's fault that he doesn't have a ship. So he's running.
Yes.
He's running.
Just a little shuffling over here. But stay where he was. I just kind of shuffled him over to get shots on that. They moved up. It's going to become a meat grinder in there.
Yes, I do believe that's true. And these Gretchen are strategically placed just outside 3 inches from that generator, I do believe.
Yes.
We'll have to measure, but that was the intent of that. Looks pretty close. And that's what we got. Are you doing Psychic Phase?
Yep. We're going to put Fist of Work on Grut.
Okay, looks like we're getting +1.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
It passes.
That'll do it.
Plus
Okay.
2 attacks, plus 2 strength, and then we're all out. The jumping the knobs. I measured carefully where that dice is. I can fit them under the pipe, and hopefully get stuck in.
Oh boy.
We'll charge value 7.
Yep, this is a big one. Need a 6. You got it.
Yep.
They're to jumps. We'll move those models and come back. All right, it's starting to get real. All right, the Psychic Phase is complete. These knobs have moved over here. I have forgotten 2 turns in a row to tell you guys that I've been rolling my litanies off camera for Guardian Keldorn. It is the Litany of Hate and the Mantra of Strength. Both have gone off because with the Lamarty's rules that Guardian Keldorn is using, he gets to roll 2 every turn. So they have all gone off, is basically what I'm trying to say. So anyway, that may come in handy this turn. All right, what do we got next? Shooting?
Yep. We'll try this again.
Okay. All right. Number of shots. Command point?
No.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Strength 9.
Okay, that's worth it.
Yep. And my lucky.
Nope. All right, good try. That's the Orc. That's you. That's what you like about the Orcs. I don't want to hear any complaining. It's all right.
We'll just take force on a wrestling combat.
Yeah.
We'll just move over here and we'll fire up the looters and try to take down that door.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Like all the racking and the bolts and that's all.
Well, now we're gonna see how well they racked.
Yeah. All right, number shots.
Pretty poorly.
Pretty poorly.
Are you gonna command point that?
Yeah.
No, not worth it. Okay.
Because I got the other gun in there as well.
The
Hopefully,
def gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the def gun, the custom mega blaster. The one that's basically a rocket, strength 8.
Oh, got it. Okay. If he hits, yeah.
Yep, okay, 9 shots, hitting on 5s.
No DACAs.
No,
oh,
one
one DACA. Got it.
3 hits.
And a lucky.
Right, nope. 3 hits.
Toughness 5.
Only on 3s. Not lucky. Ooh, that's not gonna be enough, but AP minus 1.
AP minus 1. Force. Fail 1. 2 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, it's got 3 wounds left.
Okay. Shouldn't use my lucky right now.
Oh, because you got the rocket.
Basically, yeah. Okay.
Alright, well, here we are.
Hey, it hits!
I'm sad for the door.
Oh.
Alright, no.
Okay. Wounding on 3. Yes, it wounds. AP minus 3.
AP minus 3. A 6. Welcome to the... Oh, welcome to the 2.
Okay.
D6?
How many wounds does it have left?
It has 3 left.
Yeah. Ah!
Oh!
Nice.
Grand point? Okay, that makes sense to me. Okay, boom, it's dead. Alright, does it explode? No, I'm kidding. Doors don't explode. They just crumple. Alright, there's that door gone.
And surprise Pikachu on both sides.
Yep, and everybody... This is where I want a D&D ready action for shooting. Okay, that's going to be crazy. Any more shooting? I don't think you're...
Actually, fire that rocket from the knobs into this as well.
Oh, right, into the into the generator. Okay, not the Death
Actually,
Company.
no, we're doing the Death Company.
Death
Sorry,
Company?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the rocket is going into the Death Company down there.
So it's a Death Company.
Oh, my word. How can you shoot 2 rockets? How can you shoot 1 rocket and shoot 2 rockets at the same time?
And the right color.
Roll your wounds. Strength 8. Need 2s.
And we roll something like it. 1
Alright.
hit AP minus 3.
AP minus 3. Alright, this is a 6. Alright, and this on a chainsword guy. He fails. How many damage? 2. Okay, if I roll a 6 here, they survive because I got 2 wounds now. 2 and a 1. Alright, I will not. I don't think. There it is. Yeah, one of the Death Company, which is, fitting, of course. Okay. Yep. First blood goes to the Orcs. You gonna charge?
Yeah, we'll charge them. They're pretty much in.
I will not Overwatch. Yeah, don't roll double ones twice. Oh, they're ready.
They're ready.
They're ready. Okay, we'll move them in and come back
We
with.
gotta do that charge as well.
We'll move them in and come back with that roll. All right, these Orcs are gonna charge through that tunnel into the Vanguard veterans.
Alright.
7. Okay. Yep,
Okay,
you
so
can.
okay,
Let's roll.
7.
That should be enough. That should be enough to get you
Decently.
around in there. And then let's roll the charge for these boys down here into the Death Company.
9 tree roll.
I will not be overwatching. All right. This is ugly. We'll be back. Okay, the Orcs have moved in. And since the Space Marines have so many command points, I haven't used any yet this game. I think I have, 9? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I haven't. Well, we started with 7.
Yeah.
So it's turn 3. I actually have 10.
You didn't spend any on advanced rolls?
No,
No.
I didn't. I don't think I did. I have 9 or 10. I have a lot. But anyway, we're going to start down here with the knobs, trying to take out the Death Company. So we have our dice over here. Warboss, what are we starting with?
We'll just do 3 regular attacks from the rocket.
Okay.
So hitting on 3s. Hit.
All right.
Hitting on 4s. 2 wounds, no AP.
3s. All right, I'm good.
All right.
Power armor is good against the butt of a rocket launcher.
Okay, power claw.
This is different.
Hitting on 4s.
Ooh,
Only 1.
lucky. Or do you want to save
I
it
wanna
for a
save it
different?
for the kill
Okay,
sauce.
got it.
And then wounds on a 2. Wounds. AP minus
3? Okay, I need a 6 this time. And I don't get it. How much damage? Is it D3 or
3.
D6?
It's just D3. It's just 1.
D3? Okay, 6 I feel no pain. What is that?
It's a 4.
It's a 4? Okay. One of my Death Company takes 1 wound. Thank you.
And then 9 attacks from the kill sauce.
All right. This is where the money gets made.
On 4s.
It's not bad, and you got a lucky.
Yep.
It's average and better than average. Good.
And they're 2 damage a pop.
That's bad.
Yep. Okay. Wounding on 2s.
This is strength 8 still?
No, strength times 2. Strength 10.
Oh, strength 10. Okay, shoot.
And reroll 1 because I'm up. Alright,
Alright.
6 AP minus 2.
6 AP minus 2. Let me slide over here. All right, so I need 5s. I make 1. Okay, so 5 wounds get through. Well, 1... Yeah, are these D3 damage? Or they're flat 2? Okay, so here's my 2 6s on the wounded guy. And he's dead. So that's 1.
So yeah, there's 5 more I gotta roll. 5 more pairs.
All right, and
Next one I roll.
that guy's on 1 wound left. And then he's dead. All right, and then... Okay,
Wow.
I made it. All right, and then he's dead. And then last one. I lost 3. I have 1 left.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, I have 1 left. I lost 3, so
Yep.
my Thunderhammer is still there. And I need to measure to see if he's within 6 of Guardian Keldorn. So I'm going to come back with some dice because I'm going to interrupt up here with my Vanguard veterans next. Alright guys, as promised, 2 command points have been spent down here, and my Vanguard veterans are going to go wild. So we've got the dice out here for you. 10 Lightning Claw attacks. We've got Shock Assault, Savage Echoes, extra attacks for Lightning Claws. The Sergeant is the one with the Power Axe down here. So these are his 5 Power Axe attacks. And then we have 2 guys with Power Swords, and here's the 8 dice for them. We'll start with the Lightning Claws because Lightning Claws are awesome. Hitting on 3s. Oh, that was pretty horrible. That's a 6 over there. All right, well, rolled 5 1s and 2s. And then these are going to be 2s with the Red Thirst re-rolling because they're Lightning Claws, unfortunately.
Why are they 2s? They're strength 4.
Strength 4. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's 3s.
Yeah.
It's 3s, so this fails. Yep, so 4 at AP -2, so you have your 6 up.
My 6 up wikis.
Vulnerable save, yep.
I save 1.
You save 1? All right, so 3 die. All right, now we have the Power Sword attacks hitting on 3s. This one is a 3 down here, so that's a little bit better. Only dropped 2 that time. Now, these are wounding on 2s because Power Swords are Strength +1 now. And there we go. 6 at AP. Well, it doesn't matter. 6 6-up saves. Make 1?
Yep.
All right, 5 more. So what is that? 7 or 8 dead now?
That's 8.
All right. And we've got the Sergeant with his Power Axe. He hits 3 times, dropped 2 of them. And let's see. I'm going to command point that Power Axe. And it pays off. Okay. And then this is 2s as well. And I can't command point anymore. So that's 3 6-up saves. 3 more go down. Okay. That was good. I took away a couple attacks. We still have the Power Claw there, but that was 3 command points well spent as far as I can see. So next, well, it's up to you now. We can go over there or we can stay here. All right, we'll get the dice. We'll go over there and come right back. It's time for the fight with the Mega Knobs and the Intercessors. I don't think the Intercessors are long for this world. So what do we got, Warboss?
All right, 12 attacks. Hitting on 3.
All right, let's go ahead and roll down here.
Okay.
Ooh, that's bad. Lucky it's a Lightning Claw roll. That's better. Command point?
Nah.
No? Okay. That's all right.
Thought about spending
Got it. Dropping dice. Dropping dice everywhere.
Yeah.
Drop dice, drop soap, same thing. Right.
Moving on.
Okay.
2s. Now your one comes up.
This is bad. AP -3 or 4?
2.
2? Really?
3 kill salts. So 8 at AP -2.
8?
But
all right.
everyone is.
All right. So every 5, I'm having trouble with my marsupial pouch here. 4, 8. All right. Anything under 5 is a dead Marine. Oh, that's a squad. It's not even worth it to re-roll for the command point, which I can't anyway because I already spent 1 this phase. So, all right, that is the end of the Intercessors, which honestly, that's probably what would happen in this situation. So, moving over there. Okay, we'll get the dice and go back over to this side. All right, we're back over here with these Orcs going into the Vanguard vets. We've got 12 attacks. Are you going to do the Claw or the Claw first? Okay. 3 attacks with the Power Claw. Ooh. Oh, that's not what we needed.
Oh my
God. You want a command point either one of those?
No.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to matter.
Oh my gosh, that was bad. And now we're into the 2-up armor save territory.
Yeah. Hitting on 3s.
That was a good roll.
2-up armor saves.
Yep, that's right.
And wounding on 4s. It's not nothing.
Okay, 5 of them?
No AP.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to be putting these on the... all right, Power Sword first. 2-up armor save is pretty frickin' cash. That is what we expected. Okay, and next we are going to head over to the Death Company because that's all the charging units, and Grut still has to go, but Defender chooses first now. for non-charging units. So I'm over here against these knobs. I have 2 attacks base, plus, actually I did not charge, so I don't get Black Rage attack. But I do get my Shock Assault and my Savage Echoes attack. So I get 4 Thunderhammer attacks. You know what? We'll be right back. I gotta see if I'm within 6 inches of Keldorn. We measured, and by the hardest, he is within 6, just exactly. So here's 4 Thunderhammer attacks, hitting on 4s. Oh, he barely needs the reroll, so we'll take that. And it's still a 1, and this is going to be killing on 2s because of Red Thirst and the... All right, I
got 6 up impulse.
Did I use a command point already this phase? I think, yes, I did. I rerolled one of the attacks over there with the Power Axe. So, yeah, you have 6 up invulns, otherwise you have 2 dead knobs.
2 dead knobs.
Okay. All right, that's good job, Death Company. I do need to take morale for them now, though. He is within 6 of Keldorn, as we just figured out, so he has leadership 9. They lost 4 this turn. Ooh, 6. That's not good. So, I don't know if I can command point those or not. I'm gonna have to check. Yeah, guys, definitely had brain lock there. Cannot re-roll morale checks now. Unless I didn't look in the book. I just don't think we can. If I'm wrong, please put it in the comments. So, all right, we're gonna roll morale over here for these orcs. They need a 1.
Nope.
No. Okay, so 1 flees, and then we are going to roll 4 more dice, and since they're below half strength, on 1s and 2s. Yep. Drop dice never count. Here we go. Oh, you got it. Okay. Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, 3 more gone. All right, so it's just the guy with the claw left.
Yes.
Oh, my word. Okay. That was interesting. Oh, I have not removed these intercessors yet. They are gone. So, okay, that is the end of that turn for the Orcs. It is going to be turn 4 next for the Astartes. The Tears of Baal are going to move out now, and I'm going to stop what I'm saying. So pause that, and it's Grut's turn to blow up the generator. 7 attacks. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Oh,
thankfully,
my
wow.
God.
It was a Yahtzee.
All 6s and 1s.
Yep. Okay. There it is.
That's 3s, right?
Lucky? Yeah, 3s.
No, I reroll off that one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
All right, 6 AP minus.
Is it 3?
3.
All right. It's gone. Because that is 16 wounds. So it's flat 4 damage with that claw. All right, it explodes, and it does D3 plus 1 to Grut. Oh, it landed on the 6th and rolled off the... so 2 wounds gone. And rolled off the rocks. Okay. He's at 5 now?
Yep.
Okay. And we'll remove that generator, and we will come back later. Okay, the Tears of Baal movement phase is complete, and some big doings are afoot. So we'll start with the lesser things. These intercessors have formed a gun line back here, moving back from these obviously dangerous mega knobs. They're going to take some pot shots at them, but are hoping that they can avoid getting charged this turn and still have some deep strike denial down here. The War Council has broken up. They've turned around. The door is opened. They've seen the knobs have seen them. Anoman has moved back to continue denying deep strike back into here and to give orders for them to charge forward. And Guardian Keldorn has seen his death company get dropped in front of him, and he has moved forward to confront Grut. I rolled off camera. Both Litany of Hate and Mantra of Strength have gone off yet again. So there is going to be an epic battle down here between the Chaplain and Grut. And I just thought it was awesome. I just think of Grut like using that giant power claw to bust his way through that huge power generator.
And meet the Corrosius on the other side.
Yep, and then Keldorn just sees that and he's like, nah, this ain't gonna fly. And so he's got to plug that gap down there. So that's what we've got. We're gonna take some shots. I don't think the aggressors will have too much problem with the knobs, but you know, the dice are the dice. We shall see. And there's a few pot shots down here. So, and I need to check Lamarty's rules for Keldorn. I don't know what kind of pistol he has, if it's bolt pistol, plasma pistol, melta. He's modeled with a melta, but we're using Lamarty's rules. So We'll get the dice, we will get the rules, and we will be back. Alright guys, we're back after the shooting phase. It kind of went as we expected. The aggressors annihilated these knobs that were right there. Bolt pistol, which we checked Lamar T's rules. He just has a regular bolt pistol, so that's the way it is for now. That didn't do anything. And then the two Marines that could see the mega knobs, of course, did nothing against their 2-up saves. So now we're here to the main event. I have not measured this charge, but it looks like 5 inches, 4 or 5. And with Red Thirst, we need even less. So, that's a 9, which turns into a 10. So Keldorn is definitely in. And we'll come back with the dice and that epic battle next. Keldorn has made his charge. We checked. He has 8 attacks, 4 base, +1 for shock assault, savage echoes, mantra of strength, and black rage. That is 8 angry attacks from the Blood Crozius. Hitting on 2s, rerolling because his mantra went off. Ooh, that's good too because there's 3 1s in there. Reroll those. He hits all of the times. That is what should happen. Wounding on 3s, no rerolls here. He's strength 7 with the Crozius, and he drops 2. That's about right. 4, 5, 6. 6 at AP minus 2. Flat 3 damage because of mantra of strength.
4 pinballs.
4 pinballs. Oh no.
Even if I lucky one.
Yeah, because 9 damage, and he's outside of range of the Pain Boy.
Yep. That's okay, because Orcs is never beaten. So I'm going to spend 2 command points on fight.
Okay. That's 2, not 3? Oh yeah, it's 2, that's right. Not fight again. 3. Fight again is 3.
Yep.
Orcs is never beaten. Okay. Alright, so Grut is taken down by Keldorn, but...
We're going down swinging.
Indeed.
2s, 1s, and 2s.
Flat 4 damage, right?
Yep.
How many was that? 7? 6?
Yep. 7.
7. 7, 4-up Rosaria saves. Oh, baby.
Yes.
Oh, baby. I only failed. I'm going to command point. Oh, that's too bad. Okay. 6-up, feel no pains.
Oh.
That's 8 damage. 6-up, feel no pains. I think I have 5 wounds. Oh, I don't make a single one. Okay.
They mutually annihilate each other.
They take each other down. I think that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair. All right. That's, well, that's not the end of the fight phase. We have a sideshow up here. We'll do that off camera.
Yeah.
But that was pretty epic. I'm glad they got to fight.
Yeah.
All right. The Orc with Power Claw, the boss knob, was able to take down one of the Vanguard veterans, but they beat him down pretty handedly after that. So now it is going to be turn 4 for the Orcs. That is the end of Tears turn 4. That was a very successful turn. Got rid of a squad of Boyz up here, got rid of the knobs, got rid of Warboss Grut, although we paid a heavy price with the Death Company and Guardian Keldorn being removed from the battle. So we will see what happens in the next turn. The Orcs still have some ground to cover. It's going to be interesting. I don't know how we're going to get in there, but you never know. You know, the smites power up, the shock attack gun powers up. Who knows? They might get these guys. Might open up some space for the Death Dread, which is still in the teleporter waiting to come in. And plus, we got a lot of guys over here. Like, the Marines, they're not thin on the ground. I won't go that far, but they're kind of spread out. So if the Orcs, by turn 5, if they can get their forces all in one place, the Marines are going to have a lot of trouble holding them back. So we'll see what the Orcs come up with after their movement phase. Next. Alright guys, it is the end of the Orcs turn 4 movement phase, and some strategy and tactics have been discussed. So we've got a bit of a logjam over here. Everybody just pretty much moved up, including the truck with the Ludas in it. And the Meganobs have only just moved. They're going to try to make an 11-inch charge here against these Intercessors, which would be very scary, having something that big and lumbering coming at you that fast. We've moved up over here as well, and the Death Dread has finally made its entrance from the teleporter. And, well, Warboss, you take us through it. You know, the movement was fairly simple, but what's our discussion about how to win this game right now for the Orcs? Because it's pretty tight.
Well, the first thing is the Gruts are doing what Gruts do when they move ships.
Yes.
So they can't fight my characters out. Like I said, Death Dread came in. He's going to try to get up in there and do what Death Dreads do. Like I said, the Meganods are gonna, hopefully their cardio went really well, and they're gonna get in on that charge. And all the looters here are gonna do what they do, and hopefully blow at least most of those aggressors away. Lots of DACA, hopefully lots of chopping, that's the plan.
Okay, well that's what we're thinking, because right now, in turn 5, Anomen right here, the witness, as is fitting, is blocking Deep Strike down into here for either the Big Mech or the remaining Grut character down there in order to get this objective. Because these two back here are pretty much they're out of reach at this point. Like, I think the Orcs never really even considered going after this one. And then as we saw, the attack through this tunnel was stymied by the veterans. So right now, unfortunately, we have a lot of our forces stuck over here, but if we can get enough shots off, and the Ludas if the Ludas somehow manage to shoot, rolling a 5 or a 6 on number of shots and rolling heat and DACAs, they do enough damage. It's possible they could get rid of these aggressors. But the thing is, if they kill 4 of them, you'll be able to shoot Anomen. And then maybe you could get a charge in. I don't know. A lot of things have to fall into place, but what we're really looking for is a shot from the Big Mech through here into Anomen. He's got line of sight. He's got 60-inch range if we can get rid of these aggressors. And, or actually, I don't think Anomen is within... I don't think he's within 3 inches of the aggressors anymore.
He's not.
No. So you might be able to shoot him anyway, which would be bad for me. I mean, he's got toughness 5, 4 up invulnerable save, 5 up feel no pains, and 7 wounds, so he's not a slouch. But yeah, I don't know. This is going to come right down to the wire, and that's how we like it over here at Grimdark Legends. So what do we got next? Are you ready?
We'll go ahead and roll the shots for the Ludas.
So no psychic phase?
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yep. Let's have a think real quick, and we'll be back. It's time for the Orc psychic phase, and we are going to have a smite from Weirdboy Gregory. Of course. Yep. Got it.
That's all.
So you get +1?
It's a super smite.
Ugh. All right. Dang it. Okay.
D6.
Wish it was 2d3. Command point.
I need those.
You need both of them? Oh, for more DACA and for rerolling number of shots?
Yep.
That's unfortunate. Because you have 2, right?
Yep.
Okay. I wish it was 2d3 and not 1d6. Yeah. It's kind of annoying, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, all right, 1 mortal wound. Whew, that was
scary, wasn't it?
We dodged a bullet. Yeah, it would have because we were looking if he would have rolled a 6, I probably would have taken the front 2 guys to make the charges longer, but the Ludas would still have been able to draw a line of sight to the guy behind that front aggressor, this guy right here. So that would have been bad to lose to. We were talking about how a super smite would be a beast, but it was close. Okay, all right.
Number of shots for the Ludas.
Number of shots for the Ludas. Now this is where we waited for command points. I am in the Grimdark now. All right, we'll get the dice and come back. All right, so we have 3 shots apiece, 27 shots. Two command points have been spent on more DACA. So 5s and 6s explode. All right, this is all right, you got a fair few in there. Let's pull out the DACAs. It's a pretty good roll, actually. It's a really good roll. 13 more. Yes, you can. Mr. Physics. You got this. Oh, that's pretty good. You got 4 or 5 more? Okay, all right. Good start, really good start. Strength 6, right? 7? Oh, even better.
It's still 3s.
Yep. Even. You got one. You got one laying down.
Thank you.
Yep. Used a wound. Oh, this is bad. I forgot to spend 2 command points on transhuman physiology. Gosh dang it. I have to declare it when they're targeted. So yeah, it's way too late.
6. It's 11.
11? Okay.
It'll knock a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Grabbing. AP -1?
Yep, so 4 ups.
All right. Here are 11 4-up saves. Ooh, how much damage apiece?
2 pop.
Oh, wow. So 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead. All right. Killed 3 of them. That's pretty good. All right, so I will. Oh, wait a minute! I had 1-on-1 wound. So how many got through? Was it 5 of them?
Pull 6 out.
Well, 6. You know what? Let's go back in the tape. All right, so we went back and checked the footage, and yeah, there were 6 wounds that got pulled out. But we also forgot the lucky rolls. So we rolled 1 hit, which was a miss, and then we rolled 1 of the wounds, which was a wound, and I failed to save. So I ended up losing 4 aggressors at the end of the day. I am kicking myself for forgetting transhuman physiology, but hey, that's what happens. All right, so Warboss, do you know what you want to do next, or we got to think for a minute? All right, we'll be back after our think. Okay, so after much debate of target priority and different things the Orcs can do to clear out these last pesky Marines, we've decided to fire the Death Dread, and we're going to shoot at Animan because that's the only target it can see. Well, I mean, it can see these intercessors, but that's not what it's here for. So let's fire those weapons. What are we starting with?
Okay, we'll do the big shield first, just get it out of the way.
All right.
5s.
1 hit. Toughs 5. Fails to wound. The rockets, okay. And you've got a lucky roll too.
I need it.
Don't DACA, don't you dare. Okay.
No.
All right, there's that. That's pretty much what Death Dreads. That's to be expected with them.
We'll fire the shock attack guns on the aggressors.
Aggressors, okay.
Or
Animan. Yeah, it's a tough one. This is a tough one because that's what we were discussing, guys, off camera. Because the aggressors are going to have to take a morale test. It's unlikely that they all go away, but it is possible. And we were thinking, okay, maybe the Weirdboy the next turn will be able to smite these guys off and then to jump the Grut in here. But I know that that's coming, and I'm going to move them out of line of sight. So I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a tough target priority here. I tend to think that you shoot an Animan and try to kill him and hope for the morale, because all I have to do is shift him over a few inches and you can't see him for smite. Unfortunately, same with the aggressors. I mean, if you guys can put down in the comments what you would do, I'd be really interested if we're missing something. But I'm not trying to give you bad advice. That's the only thing I can see is try to kill Animan and then hope for morale to take me out. So. Okay.
We'll shoot out
All right.
3 6 shots. Take it. All right. Roll for strength.
11.
He takes D3 mortal wounds.
Oh my gosh. So he has a 5-up feel no pain, which is awesome. But what are you rolling for? D3?
Yeah.
Oh, that's 3. Okay. All right. Here's my 5-up feel no pains for my adamantine mantle. I make 1 of them. He takes 2 already. He's down to 5. Okay. Is this BS plan going to work? This orc stratagem? All right.
3. Okay. 3 and 5.
I don't need DACAs here. You got a DACA.
And a lucky.
Yep. Oh, okay. Whew. All right. Okay, I'm feeling better now.
So he took 2. So he's on 5 wounds, right?
That's correct. He is toughness 5. You're winning on 2s.
So yeah, I know. So I got a wound. Thank God.
AP?
-3.
4 per vulnerable save. He makes it.
Yeah, I was gonna have to roll 5 up on the wound die.
Yep. The shield flickers. The iron halo protects the company commander of the Tears of Baal 3rd, the proving ground. All right. You know what's looming large right now?
What's that?
Rolling a 1 on your super smite. A 6 would have killed those 2. Animan would still be there, but it'd be better to have fewer of my models there. But anyway.
Yeah, movements and charge phase. I'm gonna try like a long bomb charge into one.
Okay, we decided it was an 11.
Yep.
I think. Okay, let's roll it right over here. And this is the only charge for this turn. Ooh!
Ooh, yes.
All right. Well, I'll just go ahead and remove the intercessors. We'll be back. The Mega Knobs, after rolling their 12 to charge, annihilated the intercessors. They're going through intercessors like Grut goes through aggressors in the first 2, or at least in the first part of this campaign. So now comes an interesting roll. The aggressors over here have to make their leadership. They have leadership 8 with the sergeant there. They lost 4, so on a 1, 2, 3, or 4, I pass. That's a 2. So the aggressors stay. Okay, and I'll put the wound die next to Animan as well. So, all right, the Tears of Baal have one more turn. This will be the top of turn 5 coming up next for you guys. Alright guys, the Tears of Baal movement phase is complete. Anoman and the aggressors have moved out of line of sight of the Weirdboy, so there's no smiting. And we've actually decided to call the game at this point because this is the top of turn 5. The Tears are going to be, out of sight, like I said, of the smite. And I'm going to shoot at the Mega Knobs. Maybe I'll kill one, probably not, with no AP on my weapons. Maybe the Bolt Storm Golems at -1. I can't remember. I kind of doubt it. But I'm not going to charge the Mega Knobs because if I absolutely whiff somehow and they destroy my aggressors and or Anoman, then I just open up the objective for no reason to these guys. So I would just stay right here and shoot them. And then next turn, the Orcs move and Psychic Phase comes. We'll not be able to jump the Grut or the Big Mech down here because these guys will be denying. They're probably going to die next turn between the Death Dread and the other stuff coming down the pipe and then the Mega Knobs. Maybe not die. Anoman's pretty tough, but...
the Looters will come up here and shoot those.
Oh, that's right. The Looters, yeah. So these guys are it's not looking good for next turns, turn 6 and 7, but we don't have a turn 6 and 7 this game. So we're going to call this a narrow Tears of Baal victory. The Orcs did get 2 of the clamps, though, because this down here was automatic for the Orcs turn 5. So in mission 2, the Orcs will have 2 objectives. They're going to be trying to turn on the engines on the ship that they're currently invading, and they're going to have to get that other docking clamp unhooked. So I will have some kind of setup for that. I don't know exactly what it'll be. This was an interesting mission. I've never made anything like this before in Warboss. We were starting to talk tactics and just having an after-action report, but you go ahead and talk about what you think maybe could have went different and what you think.
I didn't really consider the fact that that was much shorter than all of this. I kind of got excited with the whole image of Orcs moving through tunnels and everything and popping out all over the place.
It is a good image.
Yeah.
I mean, you are a gene stealer at heart, right?
That's heresy.
Is that what you tell the Templars? Is that what you told Torvest?
Moving on.
Are we done? Is this all right? I'm going to stop the camera. All right.
No, what I should have done, me and the chapter leader talked about it. I should have blown this up first and then ran like hell.
This being the big generator.
Yeah. And
just flowed in through the center.
Right, because there was nothing he could do to stop me from the jumping. He just couldn't get here fast enough to deny this, so that's a free objective. And then this was going to happen, and then I just... Maybe I'll get wiped out. The dice would have rolled differently, but I had a much better chance of wiping out everything and jumping on and getting my 3 objectives. So that's for me to learn.
Yeah, the thing that scared me, and I got to move, I was able to lock these 2 down. And I brought the veterans over here. I was really hoping that I could block the pipe like I did. Although we talked about this after the fact, but I really thought you were going to jump something into this tunnel. And I was worried about knobs or mega knobs coming after my guys down there and really doing some damage. But I have to agree that this direct route it would have gotten you over here because I had 3 turns to kind of set up, and I would have only had 1 before, and this would have turned into a scrum. The thing that has and guys who are watching this, if you have some comments about how you would have set up this mission, I would love to know, because my thoughts when I was making this were, how do I make it so that it's fair but it's going to be tight? And I think I did all right. I mean, it came down right to the end and some dice rolls. And the thing is I had to keep these guys back. Like, I didn't have 1,250 points of Marines to fight against your 1,250. And
all I needed was 75 points of the Weirdboy and 3 Gruts.
Yeah.
And that kept all of that back.
Yep, exactly. The jump is too scary. It's too versatile, and that's kind of what happened. And yeah, it was an interesting mission. Again, I'd love to know how you guys would have set it up and how you would have played it. Do you have anything else you'd like to say, Warboss, about this before we wrap it up?
No, I love the uniqueness of it. I've never played a mission like this. It helps me tactically kind of remember, especially going into the environment, to kind of remember don't get fixated on just running through pipes. Sorry, it's a fun image for me. It's just spilling out all over the place. So I got excited about that. But
Well,
as a tactical player, that would have been.
Well, we'll have to let you play High Fleet Praetorian sometime, and maybe we'll let the Hive Mind, who usually plays them, play the Templars. Hive Mind, let me know. Let me know how you feel about that.
That's
That's definitely heresy. All right, fantastic. Well, hey, thanks for sticking around, guys, and check out our other campaigns. There will be more to this. There's gonna be 2 more missions, because this is part 3. This campaign will end after 2 more missions, but if the unexpected Waaagh gets off Emerald Run, there will definitely be more from Grut and his friends and the Tears in the future. So, yeah, tune in a couple weeks for the next mission, and we'll catch you guys next time.